You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me. The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
So you wearing my shirt?
I did not know this was your shirt.
I had one of those and you had one.
I know I had one that was this fabric, but it was gray, not blue stripes.
That's 100% my
not
shirt.
gray,
I never
tan
had it. I
stripes.
guess you put it in your closet. It doesn't matter. You can have it.
Santa must have. Well, I've worn it for
You can have it. Doesn't matter.
I've worn it for 6 months now, so it's definitely my shirt now.
So here we're shooting on a different location right now, everybody. We're shooting in my
Recording.
Right, we're recording. It's technically shooting.
The camera. I work in film. I've worked in film my whole life. I've been a passionate film student and maker for over a decade, and I have no idea why it's called shooting.
I guess a camera, that's what they call it. We're shooting.
But why shooting? Why do you shoot? Rolling makes sense because the film would roll through.
I get it.
But shooting, I don't know.
All right, so we're filming here on location in Miami. This is the first time we're doing it in Mom's and mine.
Yes,
condo.
yes, we're in your apartment,
Which is-
as opposed to my apartment.
And why are we not in your apartment today? A little too
Change of
dirty, too
scenery.
many people.
Well, we had 2 people sleep over last night, and
Okay.
it's just like there's a lot of shit in the apartment. So I figured and also like no one's here right now. It's nice and quiet.
It is nice and quiet.
Although they're all at Topgolf right now, but
Oh, that's nice.
I
You should have went with them. We could
I
have done
didn't
this tomorrow.
I didn't feel like going.
Okay.
I was just like, I don't need to go sit and I don't know. I didn't feel like
Okay.
it.
It's
You
a
know,
shame people
sometimes-
can't. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, sometimes I don't like. I had breakfast with this group of guys, and I'm gonna see them later on for the concert. I don't need to be with the whole day with them.
That's
I don't
right.
need to be. I don't need to spend the whole day with someone.
I get it.
That like kind of exhausts me. I'm and I saw them last night, so it's like I don't need to see someone last night for 24 hours straight. I don't need to
Well,
see someone.
you're gonna have a hard time getting married then because you get to see somebody for the rest of your life for 50 years.
But also, you take breaks from your you go to work and you don't see mom.
That's true. That's true. It's a shame you guys can't see the night. It's a beautiful view, isn't it?
But it's not a nice day. It's rainy.
But it's still a beautiful view.
I'm going to a concert on the beach right there tonight, and I hope it doesn't rain.
If it rains, what are you gonna do?
Not go to the concert.
Yeah, it's not. What concert is it?
Alanis Morissette.
Oh, that would be fun.
It will be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, we have stupid dinner. We were gonna go with you, but that's okay. It's
You
all
have
good.
stupid dinner.
Yeah, some fancy stupid place might want. So you got to hear the story. So first of all, we go to what's the main street? Collins Avenue,
In Miami Beach.
right on the ocean.
Yeah,
So,
Collins.
so we go there to see what we first went to Pink something to see if we can eat.
Big Pink.
Yeah, and it's fucking packed.
Very packed, but good. It's like a diner.
We couldn't get in there.
Yeah.
It's packed and everybody.
Well, it also, by the way, it's spring break week, so like everyone's here.
but it was packed.
Look at this video. I'll post it on the video of this as well. You got to see this video that we went to the wharf last night. We didn't go in. We just were like, let's see what it is, because the wharf is like the spring break spot. Look at this line.
Oh my!
Look, keeps going.
Oh my God!
Yeah, there had
That's
to
retarded.
there had to have been 300 people just in the line.
Easy. Who would want to do that?
And I have no idea.
That's fucking
We
crazy.
showed up.
How'd you like to own that place?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
No, the Wharf Miami is the biggest liquor sales in the country.
Unbelievable.
They have the highest liquor sales in the entire country.
So they're killing it.
oh yeah.
They're killing it.
Yeah, they're packed all day, every day,
Wow.
365 days a year.
So we go to Collins and we have breakfast outside. It really sucked. We wanted to go to Big Pink, whatever. First of all, it's like you feel like you're in a total other country.
In South Beach, definitely.
Yeah, South Beach. It's very different than even here. It's very different than here.
Oh my God, yeah.
So,
but
and
by
we're in
the way, where
Miami.
we are right now,
We're in Miami.
we're in Miami. We're in Edgewater, so we're like right on the bay, and we're looking at South Beach. We're looking at it right there.
Right.
So there's about what, 500 yards separating us, maybe more.
More.
Half a mile.
Yeah, it's just one causeway.
Yeah, but it is a whole different world over there. on the
Whole
beach.
different one. But so you feel like you're in another country. In addition to that, it's almost ghetto. It's gross.
Well, South Beach definitely is.
Boy, it's everybody's fat. And
Yes.
I wish I could videotape. I videotape. Fat bikinis, the asses are bigger than you could fucking imagine. So then we leave there, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm glad I brought my gun. I don't like fucking being there. I felt very uneasy. No, it's
I mean, it is South Beach.
It's
is
uneasy.
sketch, especially during spring break.
Very sketch.
Last year they closed the
Oh,
bridge.
right, they closed it, correct,
They literally
right,
closed the bridge because they were like, it's too dangerous over here. We're not
didn't even
letting
think
anyone
about
more.
it. Didn't even think about that. You're 100% correct. So very sketchy. So then we leave there and we go to Lincoln Road shopping.
Which is
Disgusting.
Gross.
Okay.
I've literally lived in Miami for a year. Have been there once.
Every third store is out of business. Still out of business.
On Lincoln Road. Yeah, no one goes there. That's
No,
why.
out of it.
No one goes.
So it's gross as
You
shit.
go to Brickell City Center and there's no stores out of business.
wait.
That's the difference.
Gross as shit. So then we go there and we go and Mom buys a couple of outfits and then she needs to get a bra at Victoria's Secret. So of course every fucking, we talked about this, but Victoria's Secret's the dummies, the mannequins are all fat. They're all obese.
They're all different sizes. They're not.
No, but you walk in.
There was definitely a skinny one.
So of course they don't have the bra that she needs. Then we go to Nespresso, which is classic.
By the way, just before you go on,
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret is literally owned by a child pedophile rapist and sex trafficker. Go on.
Who's that?
Les Wexner was
Interesting.
Jeffrey Epstein's number one biggest donor.
Which he has something on 100%.
Of course, and nothing has ever come of it. But continue.
Right.
Just want to
So-
put that in there.
So we go into Nespresso. I can't know.
Maybe Victoria knows the secret, actually.
I can't, but I can't even explain this. So there's this woman, looks like a woman, unattractive woman, probably late 20s tops. We go over and say,
Unattractive.
well, no, we go over there.
I'm just trying to paint the picture. What kind of unattractive? What did she like?
I can't explain, but wait, it gets better.
Big or small?
Somewhat big, very long, white woman, very long, like those pointy nails, but
Trashy
black,
nails.
but black,
Okay.
and just like fat ass. The khakis were too tight.
So she was just like trashy Miami Beach. Girl.
not trashy, just unattractive.
Long black
Yeah, it's
nails
good.
is
But wait,
trashy.
gets better, whatever. So then we go, can you help us? And he goes, yes, give me a minute.
Oh. Wait, so you're saying that was the person who worked there had the long black nails, was
Yeah.
the ugly girl,
Is a guy.
and had a deep voice.
Is a guy. Not is a guy.
Okay.
So we go, can you help? He goes, yes, in a minute. Just like that. So we're waiting. He starts cleaning up, putting the milk away. Well,
If you never heard their voice, would you have ever thought that they were a guy?
I would have thought it was an ugly woman.
Okay.
I think
So good for them, I guess, for passing.
Not good for him. No, not them. Him. And so, and I'm curious about what Mom's intake was. And Mom was like, goes, so like all you had to say was like, can you give me 1 second? I just got to put the milk and clean up. So he puts the milk away, then throws the other milk out, then labels this milk, then wipes the counter down. I was getting so
did like
fucking
a whole thing
Yeah.
while you were just clearly waiting.
We're just waiting. So then
and it's
we
like clearly you can wipe milk up after
Correct,
you
like,
help
you
me.
stupid fuck.
It's not like the milk needs to be wiped up right now.
So I'm like, this guy has no fucking future. No
This girl-
future.
this
guy.
woman.
No, it gets better.
Person.
So then we there and we get like 2 sleeves of stuff, stupid fucking espresso.
Why do you get an espresso? That shit sucks.
Mom bought the fucking $250 stupid fucking machine.
So
And I'm gonna
stupid.
use
They're
three-
so bad.
Wait, three
You don't
times
even
a month.
Yeah. Why would you?
I don't know, because Mom fucking bought it. It's the dumbest.
I mean, I
fuck-
guess you do need to have a coffee machine in an apartment.
Do I really have to have that one, or can I go to? I used to like going to Starbucks and walk and have the.
Yeah, no, that's worse.
Okay, no. My point is, I don't need that. And by the way, I need that one, $240.
That connects to your phone, but couldn't connect to your phone.
No, but and then I'm like, why do I want to connect to my phone?
So
Right?
that you can set it. No, that's sick. You can set it, and then when you wake, you can like set your alarm so that when your alarm on your phone goes off, it turns the coffee machine on and brews
Well, then
you
you
a
have
cup of
to
coffee.
set it for me, okay?
That's kind of nice to wake up to a fresh cup. You don't even have to do anything.
Right. So then we get it, and the person goes,
Sponsored by Nespresso.
Listen. Then now goes, can you see if I'm registered? So she gives the number. He goes, wait, I'm not ready yet for the number. Like you understand? Dumb.
Most
dumb. Wait,
most
dumb.
people are.
No,
Most people.
beyond dumb. Then it gets better. So then I give $24. I give $100. I give cash. He goes, you're paying cash. I give $100 bill. So he puts on gloves. At
That might be
moment.
a store policy.
He said, I go, you put on gloves, my money dirty? He goes, yeah, I have to. It's store policy. He goes, but if I give you a credit card, you don't have to. So
Yeah,
then-
that's so stupid.
it's so stupid. So then I get back like $30 in singles.
Well,
I get-
actually, cash is 100% dirtier.
So is
credit
everything-
card. You touch it, and the person touches it.
so is everything else I
Cash.
touch it.
7,000 million people
Really?
have touched it before.
Bronson,
me.
for 50 fucking years, I touched cash and
course,
survived.
of course.
So then,
Oh, that reminds me of a story that.
wait, listen. So then Mom goes, did you give him the $100? And he,
Did Mom say him or her?
yeah, him, not mean it.
Oh, no.
And he goes, she.
Ooh.
And Mom's been saying like, no, you're a fucking dude. You're a fucking dude. So
Well,
and
interesting that Mom said him. Did he have long hair?
Yeah.
Interesting that Mom said him. I would have thought Mom would say she.
No.
Would,
Mom, no.
did Mom purposely say him or just
Mom, no,
just
'cause he's
innocently?
a dude. He's purposely, no, he's a dude.
And interesting for that person to correct.
But
Mom.
I got all the singles. So I said, are we going to a strip club? Like, and then I said, can I get $20 bill instead of 20. They're like, no, this is what it gives us. We can't open up the. I'm like, now I gotta get the fuck out of it. Everything the fucking that guy is fucked. He's going nowhere in life. He's a fucking idiot. There's an espresso fucking policy. It's like the fatter you are, the more uglier you are, the fucking the more different you are. Like, what the fuck's with people?
Yeah, honestly, like the
freakazoids.
The dumber you are, the better you are in this society. This society seems to reward dumb, unmotivated people.
And there's a lot of them.
Because when you're like a guy nowadays and you're like motivated and you're talking about like, and you start a business or you want to like better yourself, people will just be like, oh, you're such like a toxic alpha male with toxic masculinity. It's like,
stupid fuck.
Reward me for doing good things.
Right. By the way, Bronny,
don't put me down for trying to do good things.
The guy that did our intro,
yeah,
it's the best because it's so true. It will always be true.
I chose those. You're talking about the snippets. You're talking about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so true.
And those were from like, we did that episode
at the
10.
very beginning.
Yeah. Speaking of stupid people, well, not stupid, but I went to brunch this morning. This is such a quick thing, but I went to brunch this morning. First of all, the waitress was horrible. I'm not going to say the place because it's whatever. Waitress was horrible. Disappeared for like 30 minutes. Bryce and one of his friends got bottomless mimosas, right? They ordered one of them. Then we ordered our food. Their food, they drank the one drink and they were waiting for more.
Never came back.
And the waitress was never around. So then we finished the food and she showed back up and she was like, here's more mimosas. They were like, we only want to be charged for one.
Fucking idiot.
Because we wanted to drink them while we were eating. Right. And the girl goes, sorry, we ran out of champagne, so I had to go get some more. We're like, you should have told us that.
That's not your problem.
You're the waitress. You had to leave the restaurant.
But that's management's fault too.
The waitress had to leave the restaurant, go to the supermarket, buy more champagne, come back. She should have said, hey, I'm leaving. This is your new waitress.
So Saturday.
And then when we couldn't find her, right? So we couldn't find her, and this was just an accident. But we couldn't find our waitress, so then I flagged down another waitress. And as the waitress comes up, I go, excuse me, and she goes, what's up? And as she was saying what's up, she goes, achh, and sneezes on me. And then she goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I'd fucking lose it.
She could. It came over her. She was like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'd fucking lose it.
She sneezed all on my hand.
What'd you do? Did you sterilize it?
Well, I went to the bathroom.
Did you scrape the first layer of skin off?
And she was like not clean looking.
No, by the way, that restaurant bar, everyone's dirty looking there.
Yes. But I mean,
did you not lose it?
Part of me was like, I don't even like this is nasty. But the other part of me was like, I trust my immune system to be fine. But she literally sneezed on my hand. It was like a half sneeze, half cough. It was like, like on my hand. It was horrible. And she was nasty. She was like fat and sweaty.
I would fucking lose it.
Fuck it.
But people are dumb. So what happened? You paid for one mimosa? I hope so.
They didn't even charge them for them.
Good.
For those.
So here you go to a restaurant that their big thing on the weekend is bottomless mimosas. And all they have to have is orange juice and fucking champagne. And they run out of the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
and we were early. We were there at 1.
Okay.
People are there till 5.
That's a fucking joke. So when I go to like a pizza place and you go during lunchtime and you say, you know, you just want a slice, can I have one slice, not too hot? Like, it'll be 20 minutes. We got to make a new pie. Go, all you do is fucking pizza.
It's literally cheese, sauce, and bread. You should always have one available.
And it's better when it's heated up anyway. You should have 20 pies.
Oh, yeah. A pizza is definitely better after the cheese is congealed just a little bit.
Correct. You don't want to. So I'm like, all you fucking do is one thing, fucking pizza pies, and you should leave it there, and then we got to heat it up, and I got to wait 25 fucking
Is this the complaining episode?
No, I walk out because this is how fucking people are stupid.
Yeah, this is like an episode of Seinfeld. Just Jewish men complaining for an hour?
No, it's I
or
can't.
for 13 minutes and 47 seconds?
The mentality, Bron, if you saw what Mom and I were looking at in fucking South Beach when we were eating outside, what you saw walking by us, I don't even know. Can't believe I had my appetite.
But we are also like, it is spring break, so the scummy of the scum
but they're
have come to Miami Beach to party.
They're wearing less than when I go to bed in clothes, and they're fat with cellulite, nasty, with the fucking eyelashes and the fucking hair and the bellies and the fucking tits are down to their fucking nipples. I mean, their
tits are down to their nipples.
I mean, belly buttons.
Belly buttons.
Right, nasty fucking human beings. Where is their future?
How do you really feel?
No, where is their future?
I agree with that statement. And then you can extrapolate that even more. And it's like, what's the future of our country?
That don't depress me.
Because, I mean, this is like, I always, when people are like, the good old days were the 50s where everything was good. And it's like, well, you're definitely looking through rose-colored glasses because there was obviously a lot of problems and none of us were alive then, so we don't know, you know, when people do that. But at least you could, like, even if you're being realistic, in the 50s, everyone was at least, like, presentable to a certain level. and at least everyone like had a job. Nowadays, it's like
No one has a job.
no one has a job, but
Nobody
everyone
wants to-
balls out.
Yeah, nobody wants to work.
Everyone like buys all this shit, but doesn't have a job, but then also looks gross and is celebrated for it. So it's like, when all those people are 80, what's going to happen?
No, it's a
When
problem.
like those kids, how are they going to grow
They're
up?
not going to grow
The
up.
kids of those
They have
people.
they have no desire to better themselves. They have no desire to look better. They have no desire to improve themselves. So here's the thing: all the gross, fucking disgusting looking people with their fake Chanels, all the Gucci shit. I won't wear the fucking Gucci sneakers anymore. They
Yeah.
ruined it. They ruined it. It's
Wow, that
disgusting.
door is super loud.
Hey, Nelly. Hey,
Hi.
Nelly, do you remember I was telling about the fucking, did you give him the 100? She. Ugly woman, right? Ugly man, I mean?
Well, it was fully man, except.
Wait, you couldn't. Oh, Dad said they had long hair. You said long hair and boobs.
No, the person had a bra on,
Well,
the fat ass, like a chubby woman's ass. Come here.
they do something.
Like, so it looked like a man.
It was
No.
a man
No, look like a
with
woman.
nails.
Look like a woman that was.
No, it didn't. It was a man with nails.
I should have taken a picture, Ron.
No, that's rude.
No.
And I said I have no bad intentions. So, like, if I say something, like, I think a person like that is waiting the whole, always chomping at the bit to say she.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Nasty fuck.
so I just ignored.
Nasty fuck, and so was.
Did you say him on purpose?
No, mom's not like that. I'm like
Dad
that.
got all the singles, and I go, well, did you give him 100? And he goes, her. I just completely ignored it.
So
and,
interesting.
And Nell, how attractive are the people in South Beach
But
when
like
we were
that-
having
that-
dinner at lunch?
Like, that's so interesting. Like, that person, when they go home, like, when they're laying down to go to bed at night and they're
You know
with their
what
own
he
thoughts,
does?
what are they thinking?
You know
Like,
what he does?
what's in their
He
mind?
masturbates with his dick. He jerks off.
Well, nowadays, being a dad, we kind of talked about this. Being a man and being a woman doesn't have anything to do with your genitalia.
but it does.
Well, like, even it's so interesting too. I've been reading about this, or I've read somewhere, or I watched an interview or something.
I love when mom starts making noise and doing things when we're on the thing.
How there was like a split. There's like a split within the trans community because older trans people, like people that were trans before like 10 years ago,
Have the penis.
No, they were all about getting rid of it. So like someone who
right, right.
became a girl but was born a guy, the most important thing for them was to get rid of their penis.
You know what
because
you do?
then they were a guy.
Marry a Jewish woman. Go on. Thank you. That was
but-
pretty good.
But nowadays,
That was weak.
Nowadays, like the whole message is that it's not your genitalia; it's internal. So they don't care. So they can say I don't
identify
Yeah. So they're like, I love my penis, but I'm also a girl. And it's like, but a girl doesn't have a penis. They're like,
Right.
but they can because look at me.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke. So while mom's being a spectator and making noise, why don't you tell us about what happened with your job?
It's March. You know what that means?
What does March mean?
It's Manscaped month. I don't know because it's
March.
M.
It's March Manscaped month.
Yeah,
Okay,
because the M. March.
How about March Manscaped Madness?
Oh yeah, there you go. Like
Right?
March Madness.
That's why I said
That's a thing.
Yeah, March Manscaped.
I don't think we've
Madness.
ever done a March Madness. Have you ever done a bracket? No.
Okay,
Do you even know what March Madness is? What is it?
the basketball, college basketball. Yes, the 16 teams going into yes. Yeah, it's March Manscaped Madness, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and if there's madness, this is a great segue. If there's madness down in your nether regions, clean it up with Manscaped.
100% clean it up.
But yeah, for real though, like there's usually madness, not so much anymore like in my ball area because now I keep that clean real good. The madness is in the taint
The
asshole.
ass.
But I always
Oh
tame
my God, you can't speak like that.
asshole. That's a scientific
I
word.
just say an ass.
Rectum.
my God.
I tame my madness always with my lawnmower 4.0 from my homies at Manscaped.
Yeah, I think it's great. I use it all the time. I told Bryce he has to use his. He had a nose hair coming out today at lunch.
Yeah, I hook all my friends up whenever I meet new people or I talk to my buddies who don't have a Manscaped trimmer. I always make sure they get one. Not only the trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0, but Manscaped's new premium collection is honestly my new favorite hygiene products. I've been loving the body spray. That shit, like, it makes my whole body smell good and my skin is soft as hell because of it.
Oh, look at that.
I know, it's great. Their lip balm I've been enjoying. If you check out their premium package, you know, you guys might think of Manscaped just as a below the belt product company.
Or just for men. It's for women too. Believe
That's
I know
true.
it says Manscaped, but it's great for fucking women. You got to clean that shit. You want the runway down there. You want the patch.
Yeah. What
You
else
want-
is there?
Landing strip is what it's called, not a runway.
That's what I meant. You want, you want it fucking clean. You want it nice. You want it smooth.
Yeah.
It's nice shit.
And now they got you below the belt and above the belt with their premium collection. They got an awesome 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, their body wash, the hydrating
The shaver,
spray.
the fucking razor's great. It's the best to do your chest on too. It's fucking great.
So honestly, guys, take our word for it. You know me. Look at all the hair I have, and I keep the madness, the March Madness tame with my Manscaped products.
Highly recommended,
So
everybody.
head over to manscaped.com, check out their premium collection, the Lawnmower 4.0, the Weed
Brian,
Whacker.
it's also, let me tell you, it's a great gift for the, the wife or the girlfriend to get for the boyfriend or the husband.
Or vice versa.
So correct, but you can even share it, which
It
is
should
a
be
nice
called
thing.
Personscape, not even Manscaped.
No, listen, you can share it. It's a nice
You
thing.
can. It's
You
intimate.
can make an event about it.
Yeah, exactly. Get in the shower, bring one razor, take care of each other.
It's a great way to get close to one another. But I'm telling you, it's a great, useful gift for the woman to get her man.
Certainly. So women, men, non-binary entities, head over to manscaped.com.
Or don't head over your non-binary.
Use the code DaddyIssues20. You'll get 20% off on all their products and free shipping. You'll help your life out. You'll help my life out. I don't have a job that much anymore, so Manscaped is my job. So head over to Manscaped.
It feels good, so smooth. I got to tell you, I like the way it feels. Or me even.
Yes. Well, I would hope you don't like the way it feels on others. So manscaped.com.
Well, I'm not commenting as your mother.
Use the
Okay,
code
get it.
DaddyIssues20. You'll get 20% off and free shipping. Oh, I mean, so I called them
Sit down and
yesterday.
make yourself comfortable now. We are right now.
Mom's sitting right on the
We're
other.
live in the studio where Mom's watching us. Good.
I called my boss and I was like, so I know that we're going back into the office in 2 weeks or beginning of April. And I've decided I'm staying in Florida. And they were like,
This is your direct boss, the cool guy. The fun.
yes. Well, I told him first.
Right. And how was that?
And he was like, oh man. He was like, I mean, I knew that was like, I had a feeling, just definitely a bummer because you've been so great. And like, we've worked together for over 2 years, 2.5 years.
and you're a good
He's
worker.
like, I literally fully trust you more than I trust myself. So it's just going to be annoying that we have to start over with someone, but I'm happy for you. And that's great. And like, he was like, yeah, we'll just figure it out as we go along the next couple of weeks. And then I told like the head of the company, and
But you didn't. You said I'm not giving you notes. You just let. I'll
that's
leave when
what
you.
I said
I'm here as long as you need
I was
me.
like, I'm going to be flexible. It's not anything to do with the job. It's the location aspect. And he was like, yeah, totally. And then I told the head of the company, and she was like, okay, I had a feeling you were going to say that. If I was in your position, she was like, if I had the ability to move to Florida at the beginning of the pandemic, I never would have come back. So I get it. We'll talk with HR on Monday and we'll figure out like what the process is and when we're actually going back to the office. And I told her the same thing. I was like, I can stay on an extra week to train someone. If you guys are having trouble finding someone, I can stay on. It's whatever. I want to make it as easy as possible for both of us. So, and then that was it.
Okay. And what about asking them if they know anyone in Miami to help you?
They don't, but I will ask them.
How do you know that?
Because I know everything they know, and I know the people. I already know the people in Miami personally. I've hung out with. So that's not a podcast conversation, but
Michael might have a friend that he doesn't do business with.
right. Correct.
okay, this is not a
All
podcast
right, all right,
conversation,
all
but
right.
but that
What isn't?
I mean, the
a
thing is, like-
podcast? Wait, what is not a podcast?
you also have to do that stuff strategically. I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm quitting. Also, help me get a job right now.
I get
have
it.
to do that next week. Be like, hey, I'm actually like now looking for a
Right,
job in Miami.
correct.
If you know anyone, I'm not going to do it the same
Right, so
conversation.
this is interesting. It's a little sad. Are you a little? How do you feel?
I don't feel sad, but right as I was saying it, I was like, this is final. Like once you
it's-
say this, there's no going back.
It's a door being closed.
Yes, it's fully final.
No,
No,
it's
I
a
don't
door
want
being,
food.
and we don't eat here. It's a door being closed.
Yeah, it's a chapter ending. I didn't feel sad. I felt like relieved a bit when I
Because
told them.
because
now I'm committed.
This is right. This is the kick in the ass to push you in your next direction.
Yes, I'm committed. I'm also
Which I think, though I think it's sad that this chapter's closing, that push.
Yeah, what
Yes.
Mama Nell's saying, even though she thinks it's sad that this chapter's closing, that Bronson needed his push to get off his fat ass to try to move on to the next day.
yeah. What Dad always has to make it completely personal.
Actually, she said a fat, hairy ass to do this.
Well, hairy ass, true, not fat. My
It's
ass,
not fat.
my ass could actually get bigger. It's kind of flat.
Okay. All right. Well,
Isn't that a thing? Don't girls like guys with like a bit of an ass?
I'm excited for you, Ronnie.
You're not a girl.
You like my ass, Nelly?
Dad's ass is flatter than flat.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Now, is my ass flat?
Yeah.
Wait, but what?
No, I'm not
Oh,
talking
you
fat. You want something with a little bit of contour
No.
so that it shows you have like you work out your butt and your legs and your glutes.
You like my ass.
Like, I think catchers have those round butts.
Yes.
I don't like
Right, but you like my ass.
No, there is no ass to like. There's no ass to like. Also, stop.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna get
Don't ask mom, do you like my ass, right?
That's the thing before. Remember, it was creepy when he was like,
It's not creepy. If
like my penis?
No, yeah, he was like, tell the boys you like my penis.
no,
Come on.
For me to ask my wife saying you like my ass, that's a bad. That's
She
creepy.
should, but like your ass.
Like, I wouldn't say to you, do you like my ass? If
I love your ass. I
Stop.
squeeze that shit all day long.
Stop.
All right.
One, stop. Two, it's also much more
Really,
normal.
Really, you're gonna tell me stop?
It's much
guy-
more
what you
normal.
do- what you do in
Don't say
Colorado.
out loud.
Okay, yeah.
By the way, that Colorado
I saw
story.
people in the memes and shit they're doing, right? They're doing a copy, whatever.
No, it's not like that story has fully changed my life forever because now everyone in my life knows about that, and I'll be forever defined by that. So it's like
Not
literally
forever defined, but that's not true.
Like girls I know, like the podcast event that we're doing tonight. This is coming out on Monday, but we're doing a podcast event tonight in Miami. I invited one of my friends.
Look at the ant coming out here. Look, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to say it now that mom's out
Hey,
here.
hey.
Well,
how-
obviously you'll be able to
She can
hear us.
it, Yeah.
She walked to the other side of the door that's open. Of course you'll still be able to hear us.
I'm gonna close. I'll close the door.
No.
It's fine. We're moving on.
You're on a pod. You need to be able to say what you need to say.
We're moving on. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, is that mom's new kick with the ice drinks?
Mom is autistic with drinks.
No, let's just stop there. Mom's autistic.
Yeah, true.
Let's just stop there. You should have seen I'm following around Victoria's Secret for bras today. Oh my
There's
god.
this huge. Why is the couch wet? Oh no, it's just cold. The metal's cold.
Scared the shit out of me. This huge couch, right?
Yeah, we're
It's
literally.
a fucking joke.
You can't even fit three people on
This
this
couch I overpaid for?
This apartment that you overpaid for, but
That's not true. The decorating I did, but not
that's
the
what I
apartment.
mean. Not the bare bones.
But isn't it
the-
nice? And fuck it, if I can afford it.
I
why
mean,
not
my
enjoy it?
apartment's way nicer.
Your apartment's nice.
Yeah, my apartment's way nicer
Not a-
and way better area and
Wait,
cheaper, so just better value in general.
Wait.
Every single
An
aspect?
apartment you have 2 weeks left in that
Yes.
you rent? It's better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Sure.
yes, it is better. Owning is stupid. No, I'm joking.
Okay. Do we think it'll trigger me?
Yes, I can easily trigger you. There's this huge debate going on the internet, and I think we should weigh in because I haven't decided what is the correct side to choose.
Should I cough on you or no?
Yeah, please on this hand, so then I have the germs on both.
Go on. What's the debate?
The debate is about if
Wait. These are heavy.
yeah they are. That's why I'm kind of like
It's
leaning it
almost
against my
hurting
body.
neck. Like, and I'm holding it, but like to lean in, I don't know, they're heavy.
Yeah.
And an uncomfortable couch because it's not high
Very
enough.
uncomfortable, but it's fine.
Go on.
You and couches never work out. You've never
I
got
have
a
couch issues.
You've never got a comfy couch in your life, unless the one in the playroom.
Playroom's a killer.
I know, and the one in the old house that Bryce and I picked out.
Which one was that? The white one?
Yeah, the deep one that was like
The
a
leather
bed.
one? Yeah, okay.
No, not leather. The one in the family room in the old house that Santa has now. It's fine. Let's move on.
Great, good couch.
There's a huge debate that is asking if there are more doors in the world than wheels, or if there are more wheels in the world than doors. And at first you're like, it's obviously wheels, right?
That's because of the cars and everything.
No, but then, right? I mean, yes, cars, but also most cars have 4 doors as well if they have 4 wheels.
Oh, you're right. And there's only probably 2 cars per family, but there's many more than 2 doors per family.
Yeah.
Like-
no, but think of a house. Think about how many doors are in here. Cabinets are doors.
Shower doors.
Shower doors. Here's the real kickers. Then people got so
This is a stupid conversation.
it's a no, but it gets
Why is that door closed?
because I didn't want to
Okay.
show it in the you fall on one side and then you're like, wait, no, actually it's the other side, and you keep going back and forth. Because then the door camp was like cruise ships, bitch. They were like, cruise ships have thousands of doors. Every single room has multiple doors. And a cruise hotels, thousands of doors, no wheels.
I think it's doors.
But then think about like an Amazon factory, conveyor belts that all have those wheels, or like Amazon robots.
What about every toy has wheels?
Every
all
toy
those
has
toys?
wheels? Sure. There are wheels everywhere. Everywhere. So,
Wow.
I mean, the car thing, you have to nullify cars because cars most of the time have equal amount of doors to wheels.
No.
Actually, they have more doors.
No.
Trunk doors.
No, they have more tires. There's only 4 doors. The trunk is not a door, is it?
Trunk is a door.
Okay, but they also have a spare tire. There's
They have a
5
spare wheel.
Five.
Usually 5 wheels, 5 doors. So it's out.
Are there any wheels in the engine?
No, that doesn't count.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
Interesting. So they probably wash each other out. a
I don't.
car.
I think it's still
Unless it's an 18-wheeler.
No, a car washes it out. A car is not a part of it. But then there's so many other things like hotels, thousands and thousands of doors, apartment buildings. Think about my apartment building. This building we're in has 50 floors. Each apartment has 15 doors.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What about shower doors?
14.
In the 3 bathrooms.
Each room has 30 doors, probably.
Yeah. Cabinet doors, you counting cabinet as a
Yes,
door?
it's a door.
But are you talking about a door that you come in and go out of?
No, just a door. A door.
Well, you got 2 over there.
Right. No, there's.
You got right here.
Exactly.
You got 3 doors here. Oh, yeah, it's going to be 30 doors
But then
there.
wheels, like think about like Amazon robots. Think about an Amazon factory that's massive. Each of those robots has multiple wheels, and then there's those conveyor belt things. I just saw one on TikTok.
Why is a conveyor belt a wheel? Why do you
Let me see
consider
if
that
I
a wheel?
can get it up. I just saw one. Look at this thing. See those? You know what I'm talking about? Those conveyor
Yes,
belts
but
where it
why
moves
is that a
things?
wheel?
Those are individual wheels.
Is this part of the stupid debate?
Yeah, this is part of the debate. Why is it not? Oh, here. I think I can actually connect it to here.
All right.
Oh, that's why.
Whoa.
Sorry.
motherfucker.
More wheels. Do not even attempt to try to tell me that there are more doors in the world when these things exist. There are not more doors. Do not tell me cabinets.
So she's
I don't-
on
do you
Team
see how many
Wheels. So if I go to here, like, look, in every factory has one of these. That's one conveyor belt in one store. That's got to have what? 300 wheels just on that one thing.
More than that.
Right. And then, so it's just the debate is going on and on. What's
There's
this?
a debate about whether the world has more
Oh, this is from
doors
UPS.
or wheels.
Wait a minute.
Let's settle this.
Oh, a plane. Interesting. I never thought about planes, but planes have a lot of doors too.
Let's see one.
68,000 wheels, 510,000 doors.
Okay, so UPS's fleet has 768,000 wheels and 510,000 doors. But then hotels, that's the thing for me.
Blows it away.
It's got to be more doors.
Every office building.
Yeah.
Every city.
And every office building has no
Every
wheels.
city.
Yeah.
It has to be
Think
doors.
about New York City. Think about what other wheels are there?
Look at the building right here.
What other wheels are there in New York City rather than
I don't
car
know.
wheels? And like, I don't know. There's so many types of wheels that we just
No,
don't
it
think about.
has to
I'm
be-
team doors.
It has to be doors.
Yeah.
If you're including cabinets, if you're saying doors you go in and out of,
Even doors you go in and out of.
There's
still.
a lot more, yeah.
Think about an office building. There's 70,000 doors in an office building.
there's one. Oh, yeah, if you're adding cabinet doors, there's more than 30 in this place.
Yeah. There's probably 50 doors.
Is an elevator door too?
100% it's a
So you
door.
got 3 right there
Yeah.
before you even walk in the place.
Yes.
The back door,
I'm
the
definitely
back door.
team doors.
I'm
I don't
team
know why
door.
so many people are team wheels. What does this say? There are 45. Oh, chair wheels. So in an office building, every chair has like 6 wheels. That's
Oh,
another thing.
Wait.
See?
Right. In
Literally,
my office,
your chair has 7 wheels on it.
but there's loads of those chairs.
Loads of chairs.
Oh, interesting.
See? Or even like think about like anything that you move, the stuff with like
Wait a minute.
dollies have a bunch of
Do
wheels.
these sliders have wheels on the bottom of them?
No, it's just a.
But you know what I'm
just
saying.
trap.
A lot of sliders do.
That's true. A lot of doors have wheels in the door.
That push down.
Your blinds, your automatic blinds are wheels.
Are you counting those wheels?
Or is that a pulley? I don't know if that's a wheel.
I know, but
This person said there are 45 wheels in this room alone, and you all have the audacity to say it's doors. Why are there 45 wheels in this room?
yeah,
There's way more doors.
I'm sorry. This has to be addressed.
What does this guy say? This is the checkmate doors. Shopping carts. There's a lot of fucking shopping carts. Each of them have 4 wheels.
but each one has a door.
No, shopping carts are not doors.
push.
That's not a door. That's an opening. That's not a door.
What? How do you a cabinet?
Because it's all connected. No, a cabinet door. You literally
Okay.
call it a cabinet
All right,
door. Shopping cart is good.
things you never think of. Wow.
Does this have any more? Office
Those are
chairs.
5 wheels.
Oh, drawers have wheels. That's fully a wheel.
Are you counting that a wheel? See,
Drawers, when you pull a drawer out, it's on a wheel. That's a wheel because things are rolling on it. Mom, there are like 12 roller skates in the country.
world.
Mom opens the door and goes, "How about roller skates?"
What about rollerblades too? Why
But
why stop roller skates?
But that actually is something to consider. Think about all the bicycles, skateboards, rollerblades. Those add up to a lot of wheels.
toys are huge.
Toys, for sure.
Are huge.
Remote control cars.
Why do they fucking wrap toys like it's fucking Fort Knox right now?
Yeah.
You need screwdrivers, wire cutters. It's easier to break into a safe than it is to open a fucking $12 Mattel toy.
Yes.
I don't know
But
why
they didn't do that. They did that.
And
they,
it's like so many extra little pieces.
So many extra little pieces. You need a fucking flip side screwdriver, by the way, a small one, because you can't use a regular one. And then you got double plastic. You cut your fucking, and then trying to get the batteries.
Oh,
and
the
they got-
plastic is
No, the
so tough.
Why do they fuck? And then they got the wire ties and screws.
Yes.
It's a fucking toy.
It's got to be
It
like
costs more to wrap the fucking.
there's
got to
be a reason. There's got to be a reason.
Fucking ridiculous.
Does he have any other wheels? Yeah, conveyor belts.
So I hit a big trash bag on the.
That is. It's a whole debate. What this person said. We cracked the code. It's wheels because scientific meaning of a wheel is a circular object rotating around an axle, meaning all the fans are also wheels. We have fans in all technology, also mechanical wheels and clocks, and even the cupboard doors. Think about drawers. They slide open on wheels.
This is retarded.
But see, that's the thing. It's like 1 second you're team doors, and then you're like, oh shit, it's
But
team
how
wheels.
does it's amazing how these things go viral? Like this happened 4 minutes ago?
Try to tell me
My
there are
phone
more
literally
doors
just
in the
doesn't
world.
work anymore, so that's good.
That's purposeful. We talked about this.
What does this say? Lego makes over 300 million tires a year. Just Lego. This said, if you still think that there are more doors than wheels, did you know that Lego makes over 300 million tires?
Holy shit.
Oh my God, look at this whole thing. This person did a whole thing.
She has no life.
Okay, I was set on there being more wheels than doors, but like, because like, duh. But now I'm thinking there are more doors than wheels because cars usually have 4 wheels and 4 doors, so they cancel each other out.
5 wheels, by the way.
That's what I said. And then there's skyscrapers with thousands of doors, but they also have tons of office chairs with a bunch of wheels in them. Plus, there's 18-wheelers that only have 2 doors. But then there's places where there aren't cars everywhere and they'd have more doors. But then would they? Because people have bikes, scooters, motorbikes, skateboards, wheelchairs. So now I'm really struggling. Are there more doors or wheels? I can't say. I feel the same way.
Pretty funny.
Let's see. If you're thinking about switching to team wheels, just remember coffins, advent calendars, P.O. boxes. P.O. boxes, that's a huge one.
What do
P.O.
you mean?
boxes.
Wait. What about mailboxes?
Yeah, those are all doors. Oh my God, they said the heart has 4 doors valves per heart.
Now you
That
pushed
doesn't
it.
count. That doesn't count. So it's a whole thing, and I don't think there's an answer. This person said, well, okay, yeah, I get that there's heaps of skyscrapers and office buildings that all have doors, but 99% of people in those buildings at least have a car, bike, or scooter, and some
The chair
cars are
things-
2-door, but all have 4 wheels, and the office buildings have rolly chairs.
5 wheels. The
I think I'm
chairs
still
are-
team doors.
I don't know now. I have no idea. I don't know how to I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what the answer is.
But it's also funny because that's a debate that you know it's impossible to find the answer. Fully impossible.
this shit, how it goes viral, is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So what else we got going, my brother? Because
Um,
we never hit on any topics anymore. We also have to do a fatherly advice.
Oh, yeah. I
Stu-
forget about
you know,
those.
You can't forget about those. People like them, and that you get a lot of them,
Okay,
right?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was just thinking, forget about it.
How's your lip? It looks like it's getting a little better.
Yeah, it's because I bit it open accidentally
When was this?
2 days ago as I was eating.
Was it bleeding?
I don't know, but it went down because of it. But see, it's all like bruised. See?
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, it hurts.
Oh yeah, that's.
I
gotta be-
bit down on a cyst
When are you
in my
going?
lip.
When are
It
you going to
fucking
see? When are
hurt.
you seeing the guy?
The 16th. 4
Yeah,
days,
you
4
got to
days
get
from
that
now.
open. Oh, that's gonna be very uncomfortable.
It's just annoying because whenever I'm eating, it's like, oh, there's a thing in my mouth.
Oh, there it is.
Um,
Yeah, make your parents proud. There's a thing in my mouth.
Mom, you really have to use the sink in here and not the
Of
sink in
course
your
she
bathroom.
does. Of course she does. No, she's getting ready for company. She has to entertain
Company?
everyone.
You have company coming over?
Yeah,
You guys don't know anyone in this.
they're coming
city.
from Boca.
Oh. So let's talk. We can talk about this. I
But
guess.
I went to good dinner last night.
Okay. By the way, Dad, look at Dad turning over a new leaf.
here
In
we
the
go.
Patreon episode last week, I called Dad out for complaining
No,
about
I'm
everything.
just factual. It's not complaining. It's factual. Quiet now. You're not on the podcast.
By the way, there was one part in that episode because I was really listening to it to edit it. I called you out on it. I was like, you always make a comment when we're at a restaurant and you complain about something, and you go, "I'm not complaining. I'm making a sentence." That's what you said. It's like, the fuck are you talking about? Everything is a sentence.
What are you eating? Okay, well, you're not eating in bed. No, you're not. Sit at the table. It's disgusting.
Why can't
It's
she
disgusting.
eat in bed?
Who the
Also,
fuck
who
eats-
buys farmer's cheese?
Okay, mom will fucking 100% spill and whatever. Do not eat in bed. It's gross. Yeah, idiot.
Okay, so this is like pretty big. It's a Florida centric thing, but it's pretty big in like the whole country. It's kind of like
Now I'm triggered. Mom's eating the fucking bedroom. That bothers
this
the
is kind
fuck
of
out me.
like dominating the news cycle the past week, and for interesting reasons. So there's this bill that went
to, it's called the Parental Rights and Education Bill that passed through the House and the Senate in Florida. So it's a Florida only bill. And now it's going to DeSantis's desk this week,
From
I
the
think.
sign.
Yeah. And the bill says,
Did you ever watch the Saturday special? I'm just a bill.
it's not a Saturday special.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called Schoolhouse Rock.
Right, correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
This is a quote from the thing. So it says, under this, here, right. So this is from ABC News. The Parental Rights and Education Bill has now been passed by both the Florida Senate and House. The bill would limit what classrooms can teach about sexual orientation and gender identity.
Oh, God.
Under this legislation, these lessons, quote, this is a quote from the bill, may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3 or in a manner that is age appropriate, that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. The bill would also allow parents to sue schools or teachers that engage in the topics. So basically, the bill is, if it's passed into law, it's saying that any school in Florida, any public school, I guess, in Florida, can't discuss gender identity or sex or anything like that, grade 3 and below. The
By the
media,
way, but that should just be normal behavior.
so
A 3-year-old, you can discuss sex with a 3-year-old?
no,
Gender?
third grade and below. So third grade is
But what
8.
discussion are we talking about?
right?
Saying you're a boy?
That's the thing, is it's so vague that I guess it
Young
means
man,
anything.
come here? You can't say that?
No. It's the opposite. That it's the Florida government passed it for the they passed it so that there was no talk of like transgenderism.
I'm okay with that.
Like they basically the goal was to like stop liberal gender ideology from being taught to people under like 7. What's third grade?
Kindergarten is like 5th
4.
grade.
No,
4 or
kindergarten's
5.
like 4.
Okay.
So then third grade is like 7, 8.
Yeah, 7.
7's, 8's.
That's too young anyway. Why would we discuss
So
that
the
shit?
so the media dubbed it. I don't know who started it, but everyone's calling it the "Don't Say Gay" bill. That's like what everyone's calling it. Like if you go on CNN, right? Let's do CNN.
Wait, I have a question.
Florida.
I have a question. Are they equating gay to transgender? Because
No.
I don't think transgender wants to be equated to that statement, a conclusory statement.
Well, I don't understand what you
Okay,
mean.
meaning is someone just because they're transgender automatically in the gay? They're gay.
No, that's not what anyone's saying.
But if they're calling it
They're calling it the "Don't Say Gay" bill because they're saying this bill is making it illegal for students to talk about being gay.
at 7 years old.
Yeah.
So someone at 7 or 8 or 9 years old knows they're fucking gay.
I mean, we did talk about this in the last episode. You said Jazz knew when she was 4 that she was a girl.
Oh, but I still listen. I personally think when the kids are that young, you can't. You got to. It's still too young. I think it's too young.
I don't know why
Again,
they're calling.
I don't know because I have nothing to base it on because I don't live that life.
Like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna Google CNN Florida bill and watch the first thing. Look, "Don't Say Gay." What the bill "Don't Say Gay" by critics actually says. Florida House passes bill. So the first one. Let's see what this says. This is from CNN. What the bill "Don't Say Gay" by critics actually says. While there's no equivalency between the laws passed in Russia criminalizing calling Russia's war just that a war, what's happening in Florida as the government there seeks to restrict speech is striking nonetheless to see freedom of expression under assault. That's a weird way to start a news article. Well, we're not comparing this to Russia, but we're comparing it to Russia.
Right.
That's how this article just started.
And I don't know. I don't think see the gay equivalent. It's more of a First Amendment than anything else. But
it's saying sexual identity or orientation cannot be discussed in grade 3, kindergarten to grade 3.
why do they need to? Why would they forget about the bill? Why would they fucking need to do it?
I don't think they would need to, but I do think there are certain things that like should be protected. Like if a student does come up to their teacher and says, "I think I'm gay," now the teacher's legally not allowed to say something, and if they do,
They can
parents
say something to the parent.
they'll get sued.
They could say something to the parent or to the school.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know
And,
the
and
intricacies
by
of
the way,
bill.
and why would a 7-year-old go up to the teacher and say I'm gay? To the teacher, seriously.
Because maybe they can confide in their. That's another thing too. Like,
oh, get a friend.
no, well, the thing is, a lot of people that are against the bill, which is like, there's a huge support against the bill. A lot of people are saying, for a lot of LGBT youth, they can't come out at home because their parents like would kill them or bully them.
1% of our population, right?
No, trans is, but not gay.
I'm talking trans.
Gay is like 10%.
Okay.
Actually, they said, remember we saw that new study from Politico or something that said 43% of Gen Z, which is Burke's generation, identifies as LGBTQ.
Of course they do. But my point
okay,
is,
but that's 43%.
That's not, but based on what you tell me, that's not what this is talking about. It's talking about gender, not about sexuality.
This is the quote. Lessons about sexual orientation and gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3, or so that's a sentence, or in a matter that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students. So that's so vague. But that sexual orientation and gender identity 100% includes gay.
Yes, that I didn't. God, yes.
But the weird thing too is that also includes straight. So it's like, but then again, I don't know. I feel multiple ways because
do they not teach health education? Period.
Well, not to third graders.
But why would they? Why didn't they talk about it to second graders then?
They don't. There's no need to, I guess. But making something where I stand on it,
make it a law, right?
Yeah, I guess where I stand is there's no need to talk about anything sexual orientation or gender identity to a 5-year-old, but then to make it illegal is so against everything I stand for.
You know what? Didn't fucking Biden say it was talk about illegal with this shit and that with the mask, whatever? I thought, but they really gonna enforce it? Are they really gonna?
Yeah,
enforce
Florida 100% will.
You think?
Why, especially now that this become extremely political.
I don't.
This is
know.
almost like this is almost gonna make or break DeSantis, because what's been happening now is that all these corporations are getting involved. So like Disney, because Disney has a huge stake in Florida, right? Walt Disney World is arguably one of the biggest parts of this state in terms of tourism and jobs and all this stuff. Disney came out and was like, we do not support this bill. If Florida goes through with it, we're going to have to seriously reconsider things in Florida.
Like what? Move? They're never moving.
No, but the thing is currently they give a lot of money to political. Disney as a corporation gives a lot of money to political parties in Florida because they want people in there that help their thing. They've suspended now their money from Florida.
It's like, why? Like, I never would. Are they doing this in the schools, in the public school systems? Something. See, it's not like, I don't think out of the blue Florida just comes up with this thing. Was there something happening that's going on, or we don't? I don't know.
We've been talking about it for a year about a bunch. That's what it's liberal ideology. Just
the opposite.
No, in liberal ideology in America, and they're teaching.
Is this happening in Florida? Are they doing that now currently?
I can't say for a fact because I haven't been in a school. I
would have an issue with that
in 7 years.
I would not want my kid to come home and then tell me to start learning about that, talking about how you could be a boy or a girl. I would fucking sue the school system. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't think that should happen. But also, school can also be a safe space for some kids where home is not when home isn't.
But it's the teacher.
And so to outlaw that,
I don't think it's the kid doing it. I think it's outlawing the school system from doing it. Kids, students could talk about it. If a student,
it's so vague that it's so hard to define.
We don't have the bill in front of us. But if the student starts talking about, I want to be identified as a male and it's a girl, that I don't think is the issue. I think that they're talking about educating and teacher talking about it. You know, listen. They're talking. By the way, if I send you to a public school system and a teacher start talking about Christ all the time and was let's say just teaching their religious views, because people come into life with their own agenda, right? I'd have a hard time with that.
I don't think anything personal should be taught in school, but also
the teachers do.
The teachers do, yes. So. This article that I literally just pulled this up from CNN is crazy. This is from CNN Politics. It's not their opinion wing. It's not their op-ed, right? So this is CNN Politics. This is it starts. In their quest to become the party of parental rights, Republicans in Florida and other states are attempting to muzzle decisions of gay and civil rights in school. One bill that is awaiting the signature of Florida Republican Governor DeSantis has been dubbed by critics the Don't Say Gay bill because it seeks to ban discussion of gender and sexuality issues with younger students. Another bill passed in Florida Senate on Thursday would prohibit instruction that says certain races or sexes are privileged or oppressed.
Of course they're privileged. But Bronny, was this okay when the liberals wanted to fucking silent people that you couldn't have your own views about Trump or anything else? If you didn't agree with their narrative, they fucking censored you and canceled you?
Well, they canceled you off of private things, not the law.
No, listen.
This is technically
When
technically I
California
guess this is
fucking
no freedom of speech.
Correct. That's correct. Okay, but it was okay to the liberals. Was it not okay with the liberals when they wanted to ban certain things and take away freedom of speech?
That's a bad road to go down because
I'm not saying
because
I'm not making
everyone.
listen. I'm not making a statement that I'm agreeing with what Florida's doing. I'm just saying. Remember, we used to talk about be careful what you wish for because if you take away people's freedoms and it doesn't work with your narrative, it can come back and backfire. So now when the liberals were doing their fucking shit at the beginning and taking away freedoms, liberties, and First Amendment rights,
what freedoms did they take away legally? And First Amendment rights. What legal changes were made in this country from liberals that changed my First Amendment right?
Weren't they doing that? I'm trying to take away the freedom.
I don't know. Give me an example. Maybe I don't know.
Not a law that I'm aware of. Like,
but this is a law. Tell me a law.
Yeah, it is. I understand what you're saying.
Tell me a law.
No.
There was like on Twitter, you couldn't say certain things. Sure, but that's not a law. That's a private company.
Right, but you understand what I'm saying, though. It worked for that narrative, is what I'm getting at.
But that's each side. The Republicans only do things when it fits their narrative, and then when it doesn't, they're against it. And it's like, whoa, you're being super hypocritical. And the Democrats do it probably worse, but they're both equally bad in it. That's what everyone does. You do it as well. You will agree with one thing when it fits your narrative.
But I'm right.
Like you're so all against being able to say whatever you want, but then you're like, teachers also shouldn't be able to talk about gender identity.
No. What I'm saying is it's too young. I don't think it should be a law. Like, you shouldn't go to jail for that. But I don't think like why teach, let's say, sex ed to 7-year-olds? Why talk? It's too young.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I agree with that.
My point is, this should be.
But I don't think it should just be illegal. Just the Florida like Board of Education should just have their own rules.
Correct.
It shouldn't be a law.
It should not be. Listen, but I think these things should be from parenting, not schools. And would be offended if my kid was teaching something that I didn't agree with. Whatever it is.
Wait, but that's also wrong. Because you don't agree with a lot of things that are fact, that are the truth, that I've learned in school,
but I'm talking
and that I know.
Well, are they the fact? I didn't know that.
So the school should only go based on what you agree with.
No, but
because every parent is completely different and has different beliefs.
But if they're teaching sex education, let's say to a young kid, or they're talking about drugs to a 5-year-old, I don't want my kid I want some innocence.
Well, yeah,
I don't want that. So therefore, it is subjective. Everything we're going to say is subjective, Bronson.
But are you all for like sex ed when you're in high school?
100%.
There are parents that believe abstinence-only sex.
I get it. I'm saying, but you ask, I believe that.
Right, but then what do you do in that situation? That's what I'm saying.
I know you can't please everybody. I'm just saying, that's how I feel.
But
I want my kids.
But then the right move is in the public school. It should be no sex ed, no talking about safe sex, no talking about abstinent sex. Just none of it. Get it out of there. Because it's a public institution. Why should they be teaching about sex when half the parents disagree?
Well, okay, because
shouldn't it shouldn't be the parent teaching the kid about sex? Why should the school?
Yes, or I think that when a kid is old enough about certain things, then you could do it.
Who deems old enough? That's what's hard.
Ron, I get the gray areas. I'm making a general statement. You can't please everybody.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just putting that question out there for the podcast.
You can't please everybody, and then if you don't like it, take your kid out of school and send them to a different school. Then what can I tell you?
But this is for all. Well, let me go on from the CNN article because this seems to give both sides, so it says why they're passing this in Florida. The new bill is supposed to protect, quote, individual freedom. It would prohibit Florida's public schools and private businesses for making people feel, quote, guilt, anguish, or other forms of psychological distress based on their races, sexes, or national origins.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. Opponents say it is cruel. A proposal that this has been dubbed by critics as the Don't Say Gay bill has become the subject of an intense opposition campaign. Students in Florida organized protests at schools and the state capitol. The White House has called it cruel. This is a quote from Jen Psaki. It is certainly something that is not helping young people who are members of the LGBT community who are already vulnerable, already being bullied. The CEO of Disney faced serious backlash after he initially refrained from criticizing the bill. He now plans to take LGBTQ leaders from the company, a major Florida employer, to meet with DeSantis before he signs it. DeSantis grew agitated on Monday. Oh, yeah, here I have video from let's see, what does this say? I have a couple here about it. It's funny, the Russia-Ukraine news cycle is already done, even though the war's still fully going on.
Why?
So everyone's moved, because everyone's bored. of it.
God, that's pathetic.
I mean, last week you said
so you
were
don't hear
bored.
about it. Yeah.
You said you were bored of it last
No,
week.
I'm just saying it's the same shit we hear.
Yeah, so we're bored of it.
Yeah. But I don't watch the news. I never have.
People only like the news to people is entertainment now. So when it becomes not entertaining, they move on to another thing. They don't care if it's still going on. So DeSantis, I mean, I have a feeling this might make or break his. What is this?
Not too loud.
Does it say that in the bill? Does it say that in the bill? I'm asking you to tell me what's in the bill because you are pushing false narratives. It doesn't matter what critics say. For who? For grades pre-K through 3. So 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. And the idea that you wouldn't be honest about that and tell people what it actually says, it's why people don't trust people like you because you peddle false narratives. And so we disabuse you of those narratives.
It is weird that the media is literally calling it the "Don't Say Gay" bill. It doesn't say gay in it at all.
Correct. That's why
it's not called the "Don't Say Gay" bill.
That's why I asked where's the equivalent, the negative connotation with regards to that. So, but listen, I don't have. I'm curious to know what transpired to cause DeSantis or the
State of Florida.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, it's all right. Go ahead.
We are not going to allow them to inject transgenderism into kindergarten. First graders shouldn't have woke gender ideology imposed in their curriculums. And that is what we're standing for, because we're standing for the kids and we're standing for the parents. And I can tell you this, the chance that I am going to back down from my commitment to students and back down from my commitment to parents' rights simply because of fraudulent media narratives or pressure from woke corporations, the chances of that are 0.
Okay. All right. Listen, he's a politician. He believes that it should not happen at that age. That's his choice. And he's not.
I mean, does he believe in it, or is he doing it? Do any politicians believe in anything, or are they doing it for the people?
But there is some backlash, as you indicated, and I do think that I tend to agree. What I do agree with, based on that statement, is that don't let the fucking woke companies pressure you, because the woke companies don't care about it. It's for their own fucking financial gain.
Yes,
so they're not canceled.
Yes, I mean, all politics is doing what different groups want you to do, whether it's like
it could be good for one, not good for the other.
Right. I mean, there might be a company that's pressuring them to do this. So
right.
That's what all politics is.
We'll never know.
Lobbying is legal corruption.
Okay.
It's a company giving someone money and saying, you need to do this when you get elected, and we're going to help you get elected. And if you don't do it, we're not going to elect you.
Okay.
It's legal corruption.
Okay. As much as all the politicians suck, things like that, I can't agree with everything. I don't know everything DeSantis does or doesn't do and so forth. But generally, and how Florida is, what he's done for Florida, the economy, the financial aspect of it, I like him. He's not going to kowtow.
We've established
every
that.
time, at least I'm consistent. Kowtow, just because he's worried about what it's going to make him look like or whatever. He has his strong convictions, and I like the way Florida is. So I support him. I don't have to agree with everything. I'm not going to agree with everything. Look, we go to temple and what's in the Talmud. We don't agree with everything just because it's there or the rabbi tells you about it. So, you know, that's just the way it is. But good for him. I don't think religion, sexuality, things like that, especially at a very young age, should be taught in school. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, religion isn't. That's in the law books.
But you know,
this one is just so much more gray because
it's politically correct.
Well, not even that. Like, I'm talking about from like a practical aspect. I'm all about teaching real things in school, right? Like, kids should be taught facts about history and the world and
not anymore.
Stuff like that.
They rewrite history.
No, I mean, sometimes yes.
They do.
I do think history was already like the history you were taught in your school was propagandized history for sure.
How do you know?
Tell me what wars you learned about in your school.
I'm the worst person. I hate fucking social studies.
No. But like, you're the perfect person because you're just an average.
No,
you're just an average history
student. Ever was good or liked history or
right.
So
I'm
the wrong guy.
What war do you remember learning about? learning about in your school?
I don't know. I guess the Vietnam War, World War I. I don't know. I don't know.
So in schools in America,
I don't know.
Schools only teach Civil War and World War II. Schools don't teach about Vietnam. They don't teach about Afghanistan. They don't teach about Iraq. They don't teach about Korea.
That's true.
You know why?
But
we lost those wars. Literally, that's why. Students in school learn already propagandized thing. You don't really learn about slavery when you're in school. You don't really learn about the history of this country when like slaves were brought over here. You don't really learn that women didn't have any involvement in this country up until the 20s. You don't really learn about those.
How much can you keep learning?
Right. But Dad, you said I don't want, they're rewriting history. I agree some things are being changed for the worse, but I also, some real history is being injected back in that was never taught before.
But I get it. But how much can you keep? There's only so many hours in a day to teach the fucking kids, and now we're teaching about. It's all about woke shit. It's all about politically correct. It's about inclusive.
But do you know it is? When's the last time you've been in a classroom and like heard an teacher's instructions? 10 years for me.
I'm just making a statement.
But based on what?
From what?
Just nonsense.
From what I see.
But what classroom have you seen? That's what I'm saying. We don't. We take people's word for it, but I've never seen it individually. I'm not saying that doesn't mean it exists. Or it doesn't exist, right? But I can't go around I'm not going to go around claiming that schools are all insanely woke because I haven't been in a school in 10 years.
But when the political thing with Trump, they had to have the safe space. People were able to take off from classes.
Certain parents are complaining.
The teachers, when they weren't fit the narrative, they were fired and let go, and there were problems with it that was out in the internet. Remember these professors that if they made a comment, one what allegedly was an improper comment.
There's definitely woke shit in schools. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't know how bad the problem actually is, or is it being exacerbated because it's like trendy?
You got to take one anti-white course. I mean, give me a fucking break. Give me a break. Teach fucking business. Teach shit like that's valuable, so these people can function and make money in life, not fucking worry about, it's all inclusive.
I mean, it is important. It's definitely important to learn about history and especially our country's history. Like, how can we, I don't know, it's just so tricky because how do you teach this country's history without saying that there were, I don't know, it's just so, you can say that there were bad times in this history, in this country.
Okay.
But like a lot of people on the right would say, no, you shouldn't do that. Like us talking about slavery is it's a blemish in this country's history. But that's okay. We're getting better, right? That's how it should be taught.
I don't know.
But some people wouldn't even be.
They talked about slavery when I was in school.
Yeah, they talked about it, but not.
Oh, they didn't talk about it.
Exactly. They talked about it like from Abe Lincoln's point of view.
But they didn't talk about.
But they didn't talk about it from like the slaves. You just knew that there were slaves. You didn't know what it was like.
Okay, but they didn't talk about the fucking Holocaust either.
That's not our history. That's not American history. They talked about us going to World War II, but Americans had no involvement with concentration camps. None. Americans only got to the World War II as the concentration camps were being liberated. American soldiers were some of the first to liberate the camps. That's not our history in this country. And we do learn a lot about World War II. I don't know if it wasn't for my own reading, I wouldn't know a single thing about Vietnam. I wouldn't know a single thing about Korea. I still don't really know anything about Korea.
Do you know how to balance a checkbook?
You don't need to balance. I've written 2 checks my entire life.
Okay.
Balance it. All right. You know how I balance my checkbook, my online bank, my online stuff.
Forget about literally a checkbook. Balance your account?
Yes.
You know how to do that?
Yes, but I
don't
didn't learn that
in school.
They didn't teach it in your school.
Listen, that's my point. Did they teach you about interest rates in school?
No.
Did they teach you about
mortgages? School isn't meant to make you a good member of society. It's meant to make you a good worker.
No, it doesn't. It's a crock of shit. Well, how'd that work out for the fucking entitled generation? How did that work out?
Well, maybe it's not anymore, but the education system in America was invented, the way we know it now was invented by the Vanderbilts and the Rockefellers to create good factory workers. You have to sit. There's one person in the front of the room. You sit in silence. You raise your hand when spoken to.
It might have been invented for that, but it's not. That's not what it really is now.
That's what the whole foundation is based on.
For many years.
It's what the whole foundation is based on.
You need education to put you out in society.
But it doesn't put you out in, that's what I'm saying. You were the one that just said that.
It's a joke.
Right, because it's not meant to make you a good person of society.
Stop teaching about the fucking history and fucking teach you how to fucking make money in this world. People need fucking money, period.
But I also don't think they want to teach you
history majors, art majors, African American theater majors.
But Dad, also, should everyone be a business major?
No, but by the way, every fucking thing is business. You want to pay your fucking electric bill? You need money. You want to pay your fucking car? You need money. Your AC breaks down? Guess what? You got to fucking do it. You want to pay your kids' school? Medicine, clothes, food, shirt on your fucking back. That's what everyone fucking needs. I don't care what your job is. Listen, you want to be an art major? You want to open up a fucking museum? You need to make fucking money to pay the rent.
Right, but that's why
you have insurance.
That's why you have
employees.
a curator or the person who owns the gallery that is a businessman that does it for you.
No,
right?
curator's not a businessman.
Society is about balance. We can't all be one thing.
No, but
that's why actors have agents.
No.
And an agent is the businessman and the actor can do the art.
And that's why a lot of athletes
And agents aren't artistic, so they can't act.
That's why a lot of fucking athletes lose their fucking money or actors lose their money because they
Right, but that's also why a lot of athletes are insanely wealthy multimillionaires because they hire accountants.
No,
not everyone can be everything.
No, but you need to know how to fucking provide for yourself and feed your family.
You would yes, you would hope so.
So how
But
about
not
doing
everyone's
that?
perfect. Not everyone can do everything.
Is that not perfect?
I agree that the schools
not
should
about being
teach us
perfect.
Schools should teach us helpful stuff. I agree with that totally.
Gotta have fucking grit, motivation, and perseverance to make a fucking buck. You can't make a fucking buck. Then the reality is, here's the thing, Bronson, you listening? You go out in the animals in the fucking wild, you don't fucking feed your family, survive, guess what? You fucking get eaten and you die. You need to fucking compete in our society and know how to earn a fucking dollar. Period. Teach that shit. It's a fucking joke.
I don't think
that's why I create a
want
bunch
to.
of pussies.
I don't think the school system wants to create good people.
They have all these different methods.
I don't even think
you teach yourself. I mean, give me a fucking
I think
break.
society, like the elites
Group
of
thinking.
I think the elites of society want to keep people stupid.
Down.
They don't want people to know
And
how to.
They're doing a great
good
job.
business.
At it. They're doing a great job at it.
Yes, and they've been doing it since the start of this country. That's the whole.
my point. Being people are dumb.
The elites want to keep the masses docile. You don't want to raise the masses up so that they're all smart and savvy, and then because then you're no longer elite.
No, but you have to say,
and then you have no workers.
No, but not everyone's going to be elite. But there will always be workers. But the point is, if you're going to be a carpenter, and that's great, be the best carpenter. Be a smart carpenter. Be a businessman.
But I also do think
don't be a fucking whatever. Good.
That has nothing to do with you saying. You just said everyone should know business, but if you're a carpenter, just be a carpenter.
No, but meaning be the best carpenter. Meaning know how to cost and goods.
But I also think it's important. But I also think everyone in this country should have a basic understanding of math, grammar, the history of this country.
100%.
So a carpenter shouldn't just be a carpenter. A carpenter should have had 10 years when they were a kid where they learned about the Civil War. They learned about what the Declaration of Independence is. They learned about multiplication.
Yes,
they learned about grammar.
Everything we do in our society, every person out there, unless you're fucking homeless, everyone wants money and needs money, and everything's a business.
Yes.
Everything. By the way, I'm a lawyer. I'm a businessman who provides a legal service. You're a plumber. You're a businessman who provides plumbing services.
Yes.
Everything, by the way, charity, profit, and nonprofit organizations, they're all fucking businesses.
Of course.
Every one of them. So you need to have some.
But school isn't. But that's what I'm saying. School in this country was not designed to create businessmen. It was designed to teach you liberal arts.
I'm not.
So that you.
I understand. But you understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the intent.
Right. So you're
past the intent.
Yes, you're saying right, but you keep saying why don't they teach us? I'm saying it was never set up to teach that way. So you saying why don't they teach us? We need to. That means we need to change the entire system.
No, because like when you go to college,
but no student in the history of this country was ever taught about how to balance a checkbook. That's not a new thing.
When you go to college,
you're blaming it on like millennials saying you guys with your woke shit, you're learning art stuff. It's like no one ever learned checkbook stuff.
When you go to college and you have these majors that are, I don't know.
But that's college. You're paying specifically for that. It's not the service provided by the state.
Don't send your kids to college if they're not fucking going to do something that's productive. Fucking major, it's a waste of time.
Nothing going to college is productive. What major in college is productive?
But you can learn things. What
do you mean? It's all learning things.
No,
in African American studies, you're learning things.
What are you going to do with that?
What if you get a job?
What are you going to do with that? Tell me African American studies.
If it helps,
that's your major.
Wait, Dad. If that major helps you get a job, it's as successful as a pre-med major.
No. You want to go and let's say make a statement. You said African American studies.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna do with that?
My high school literally has diversity jobs that are for
Why are
diversity
you
coaches.
yelling? You're yelling in my ear.
So if you're an African American studies major and you get a job, and the only way you could get that job was because you majored in African American studies, that's
What job?
as
Tell me the
successful.
job.
I just told you.
Teacher?
No, the diversity coach at Pinecrest School we had that. That was a job.
A diversity coach.
Yes, that was a job.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a good job, but it's a job,
Okay.
and it made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's objectively as
Go-
successful
go.
of a major as pre-med because it's leading you to a job.
Go become a diversity. Go
Like my
African-American.
film major, I majored in film, and it got me a job. So that's successful.
Okay. Do you understand, Ronnie? I'm not going to split hairs. Do you understand what I'm saying? Talk to me in 30 years when you're an adult supporting, you really wanting to make money, you have your expenses, and you have a family to feed.
No, of course.
Then talk to me when your son says to you, or your daughter, or your gender
I'm-
neutral says, I want to go to college for $70,000 a year, and I want to become a theater major. Okay. Talk to me then.
Right, but then what? But Dad, what if that person then goes on to be Brad Pitt and is worth way more money than you, and they did it because of their theater major?
It's not about.
You said it's about business.
No, it's not about making more money than someone else. It's about.
So it's
being
about what
support-
you deem
No, it's about
valuable of a
no,
major.
it's about supporting being able to support yourself.
Exactly. How do you support yourself if not money?
how
Brad
many-
Pitt can support himself better than you can support yourself, and he was a theater major.
Okay, you understand? There's a different. He's an anomaly. He's like the
You were too.
LeBron James. No, you understand what I'm saying?
Not every business major becomes a millionaire.
I'm not talking about becoming a millionaire. There's so many people that come out of school.
Yes,
they
I would
can't
agree.
even fucking function and don't even know what to even do.
Right, but I think that's that's a problem before college, not a problem that was caused by college.
I'm saying that whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People do what the fuck they want because let me know how it's working out for them so far. Look at our society. It's working out great, by the way, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
But that's not a new problem. That's been a problem for 30 years.
Fucking people are retarded.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not
fucking watch them drive on the fucking road, watch them fucking with their phones, the way they act, they're fucking retarded. And that's the problem with our society.
So you call me pessimistic.
No, I'm a fucking realist.
Oh, so when you say it, you're a realist, but when I say it, I'm being so negative for my age.
Because you're too young, yes.
So what age does it become where you can now be negative?
How old
and
am
it's
I?
okay.
55. 55. Okay.
Oh, so last year you were being negative. You weren't being realistic.
No, I was right. No, then 50. We'll say 50. Okay.
Oh, so when I was like 12 and you were 40 something, you were just being negative.
Actually, I think, no, I wasn't negative. You remember me being negative 12?
Oh, so you're like newly negative, you think? But
No,
you admit you're negative.
I'm not negative. It's just discouraging seeing what's going on with our society. I'm discouraged by it. But yet,
Yes.
I feel very blessed.
Ever since.
Wait, let me say, I feel very blessed. I feel very, very blessed. And I'm happy with my life, my family, my friends. But I am very discouraged by it as to what's going on. When I'm sitting there eating lunch with Mom on fucking Collins Avenue, and you see the shit walking by, disgusting. Fucking disgusting. And boy, that fucking fat fuck guy at Nespresso with his black...
He and Guy are the same thing.
With that nasty fucking those nails.
You meant he, she?
By the way, no, I said he, my one he guy, not he, she. Listen, that guy with the black nails, the long, ugly nails, by the way, 7 of them were fucking fine, were not broken, 3 were broken. Fix your fucking nails, you
Okay,
stupid fuck.
right, but see, I agree. That's like kind of gross, but it doesn't bother me at all. That's a different person. That has no effect on
You
my
understand what I'm
life.
saying? I'm not
It is an effect
bothered
on your
by
life.
it.
You are bothered by it.
No,
definitely.
I'm not bothered by it, Bronny. I'm just saying.
You are bothered by it.
When you see the world, what's going on? Let's get a fatherly advice and wrap this up.
Okay, this is.
Because I don't want to keep you up or anything.
Oh yeah, because I'm the only one that ever yawns during podcasts.
Can you just let one fucking thing go? What the fuck's with you?
You're commenting on me yawning.
I'm teasing you.
This is from
So
Brendan.
you can sit there and talk about shit nonstop. That me complaining. I say one thing about I don't want to keep you up.
Yeah, and I didn't say anything bad. I just said.
Blah, 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 blah.
This is from Brendan. It says, let me start off by saying I'm 21 and live at home because I'm trying to save money while going to college.
Okay.
My situation is that my girlfriend, her brother, and I were all planning to go to Florida for this year for their birthday because it falls on our spring break. We have everything planned out and are going to be staying with her aunt down there. So all I have to pay for is my ticket. I told my parents that I was going because it's my final spring break because I graduated in May and I want to enjoy it since I did not go on a senior spring break trip in high school.
Okay.
However, they said I am not going but could not give me a good reason.
One of their reasons was because my brother has a basketball tournament that weekend and I need to support him.
Give me a break.
Even though I've been to every single game this year.
Parents are wrong.
I ended up you always say for me to let's finish before we comment. I ended up booking the trip because I feel like I can make my own decisions. Plus, it's my own money I'm spending. I even tried talking to them again right before booking the flight, but they said that I still couldn't go. Did I do the right thing by sticking up for myself and making my own decisions since I'm 21? Or should I have listened to them and not booked the trip? I've never really stuck up for myself, and I've always done what they want, but I'm tired of not being able to do what I want to do without their permission. Because if I don't, then they get pissed off. Thanks in advance if you use this.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, I think if it's tricky because you live at home, so it's like that's the tricky part.
The kicker.
If you didn't live at home, you could do whatever you want. If it's your money, and if your parents tomorrow said, "Fine, we're not paying any of your bills," and you could be fine with it, then do whatever you want. The problem is you live at home.
Hey, now.
What is she watching? Cartoons?
Now.
It sounds like she's watching cartoons.
Can you lower the TV? Is she fucking kidding me?
What are you watching?
No, fuck it. No. Is she fucking kidding me?
It's still really loud.
Lower!
Are you watching cartoons?
Are you fucking kidding me? Go ahead.
Sounds like cartoons.
Fucking unbelievable.
I think you definitely should go on that trip because why shouldn't you? You're paying for it yourself. You're 21. You're going with your girlfriend. You definitely should go on the trip. If your parents are annoyed, then they're annoyed. They'll get over it. That's my advice.
All right. The real tricky part is, like Ron said, is you're living at home. That's a tough thing because
he's living at home because he's trying to save money while he's in college.
That. No,
totally.
Not living at home is weird.
Right.
The weird
it makes the situation weird.
The trickiness of this issue.
Yes.
So I think that, and I respect the fact you live at home. I do. I respect that you're trying to save money. That's a very admirable thing. I think your parents are wrong. Based on the facts you're telling me, I think that it's wrong for them to make. You have to
based on your truth.
No, you have to support your brother's basketball game. Give me a fucking way. That's a cop out. There's something.
Your parents don't want you to go. That's an excuse.
Right, there's some deeper thing. I think you need to sit down with your parents. Say, listen, I love you. I'm a good kid. I don't ask you for anything. You got to give me a valid reason why you don't think I should go. And then hear what they have to say and say, I understand that, but I'm still going.
You should even get your brother to say, yeah, you don't.
No, you don't need.
You
don't need to.
No, but if the brother is with him, then they have more power to the parents.
Bullshit. No, it's bullshit. That's a bullshit excuse.
Right, and that will show that the excuse is bullshit.
Now, if you should be able to sit down with your parents because your father says, "Fuck you, my house, my rules," that's a cop out because you're not doing anything wrong. You're not saying I want to go party and
I want to do drugs and have no responsibilities.
Right, you're just saying I'm going with my girlfriend and her brother
and it's spring break
to the aunt's house. There's nothing wrong with you.
You're off of school. It's not like you're taking off.
I don't see anything wrong with that. So you need to sit down and talk to them and find out what the problem is. But I don't want to tell you to defy your parents because I wouldn't want my kids to defy me because it becomes a power play and I'm the kind when you push my back against the wall, you'll lose. But I think if you talk to them in a mature way and let them see you and where you're coming from and help them understand it, you'll probably, and you say, listen, I love you, but I'm not being disrespectful. I'm going, I'm paying. I'm not asking for it. I'm 21, I'm an adult, and I hope you respect that, and I'm going.
Yeah, I think you just got to, you got to say it respectfully. This is what I want to do. I'm paying for it myself. I'm sorry that I missed the game, but so-and-so, my brother, does it. I spoke to him about it, and he wants me to go, so I'm going to go. But and if you don't agree with it, I'm sorry.
It's a basketball game in high school. Grow the fuck up. Give me a break. All right, we hope it works out for you. Probably spring break. You're probably down here anyway. So
you might be down here right now. We might be seeing you tonight at the event.
So let Bronny know, please. DM him and let him know what.
Let me know what if he's
what
down
happened.
Here.
Oh, if he went or not, like what he did.
Yeah.
How it worked out.
Went. Yeah.
And how it worked out.
I thought you were going to say DM Bronson while you're here in Miami. And it's like, okay, this is coming out after he's going to leave. But yeah, I hear what you mean.
Right.
Okay.
All right, we're good. All right, Ronnie, love you.
Love you too.
Running over time. Guys, we'll see you soon.
There's no overtime. We could go for 5 hours if you want.
We'll see you soon, guys. You're joking, right?
Well, I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be optimistic about that.
Well, I guess you're too young to be a little pessimistic like me.
The fucking things I see out there, people are stupid.